What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be showing you how to drive a manual transmission car. So this is going to be a basic tutorial, a how-to on driving a manual transmission. This is just going to be the basics for now. I will make a future video very soon of showing you more advanced techniques, as in, downshifting, quick shifting, power shifting, hill starts. I know hill starts is a really big thing. A lot of people always ask, different techniques or how to properly start on a hill without, riding your clutch or whatnot. So this is a how-to. I've had people asking me, how to drive on, a lot of the younger crowd coming into the car world are trying to buy a car, either A, don't know manual transmissions even exist, or B, it's really hard to find cars nowadays that are manual since not a lot of manufacturers make them anymore. So you have to buy older or used. So a lot of people don't even know about these anymore. A lot of people aren't, driving. And if I'm not mistaken, I even saw like a post, I don't know if it's true or not, that only like 18% of Americans that live in this country know how to actually properly drive one. So that's kind of sad. So hopefully, this video will teach you something. I'll show you the techniques that I used when I first started learning and the way I teach people now. So hopefully it makes it, easier for you to grab the concept, because a lot of times visual seeing really helps with people physically actually doing something. So hopefully this helps somebody out, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So let's just get right into it. Alright guys, first and foremost, there's going to be two main things you're going to notice in a manual transmission car that is different than an automatic transmission car that you're probably used to driving. The first is going to be the shifter. You can see right here, this is the shifter for a manual transmission car. So my car is a 6-speed manual, one back gear, which is the reverse gear. So in total, this car has 7 gears in total, 6 going forward and 1 going back. Side to side, that's neutral. So you got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It's in an H pattern. This is considered an H pattern, shifter, because it looks like an H, Anyways, but you got your shifter, and then obviously you've got 3 pedals. So you've got your gas pedal, which is on the far right. Your brake pedal is going to be in the middle, and then this is your clutch pedal. So the gas and the brake are going to be controlled by your right foot and right leg. That's going to control these 2 pedals, and your left foot and your left leg are going to be using this. This is going to be the clutch pedal. So you're going to be using both your feet at the same time to drive a manual transmission car. So once again, the differences you're going to notice are the shifter and your 3 pedals that are going to be on the floor. Right guys, so enough of the talking. I know what you guys want to do. You guys want to drive. You want to know how to drive. So we're going to get into the driving part now. So the way I like to teach, I don't like to use gas, brake, nothing like that from the start, right? Find a flat surface. Make sure you're in a big empty parking lot or a very abandoned street with no cars on it, because it's going to get awkward. You might stall. There's going to be things that are going to happen that you'd feel uncomfortable if there was somebody behind you or next to you or whatnot. So you want to find an open space so you could drive, so you could practice. You're going to be going around in circles a lot and whatnot. So make sure you do that. So let's get into the driving portion. So guys, we're going to be using no gas, no brake, nothing. We're just going to be using the clutch pedal and the shifter to start off. So what you want to do, you got your clutch pedal here. You're going to push the clutch all the way to the floor. You're going to go into first gear. E-brake's going to be down. I'm on a flat surface right now, so I'm not going to be rolling back at all. So I'm on a flat surface at the moment. I'm not going to be rolling back at all. I don't have to worry about rolling back. So what you want to do is, so now you want to practice here. So you got your right foot on the brake, you got your left foot on the clutch, and you're in first gear. Don't use any gas. The way you want to do it is you're going to start letting off your clutch slowly. Like so, slowly. You're going to feel a biting point. You're going to feel a biting point in the clutch where the clutch is going to start to vibrate right there. So you want to hold your clutch right at that point as you start to go, and you're going to start to roll, as you can see, and without gas or anything, the car is starting to move. So now you can drive like a regular car. You could push the gas down and whatnot, but we're going to keep doing it again. So clutch in, you're going to go into neutral. Make sure to go into neutral, because if you come to a complete stop, you're going to stall. So we're back in there. So clutch and brake, clutch is in. I'm going to go back into first gear. We're on a flat surface again, so you don't have to worry about rolling back. And you're going to do the same thing. No gas, off the brake. Gonna slowly come off the clutch. As you can see, we're starting to roll now. We're still on the clutch, slowly, we're off going, and now we're fully off the clutch. And again, we're rolling. First gear, not using any gas. Now obviously to go faster, we're gonna use gas. So now, we're gonna go back the other way, and now we're gonna implement how to start obviously quicker and faster and easier with the gas pedal. So now we're gonna implement the gas pedal with the clutch pedal, obviously. So what we're gonna do, here we go. Clutch is in, brake is on, we're gonna go into first gear. Now you wanna give some gas. So how we're gonna do it, you're gonna let off the brake, give a little bit of gas. As you're letting off the clutch at the same time, slowly. So we're letting off the clutch, giving it a little bit of gas, we're holding the clutch right there to the catch point. Now we're off the clutch fully and we're into the gas, and we're rolling very easily. We'll do that one more time. So we're gonna stop, clutch, brake. So again, we're gonna go right onto the gas right here. We're giving it a little bit of gas as we're slowly letting off the clutch. As you can see, your RPMs, they're coming up. That's very important to look at. And there you go. We're off and rolling in first gear again. Super easy. Make sure when you're letting off the clutch, you have to be letting off the clutch slowly. If you don't let off the clutch slowly, you're going to stall. Now, I don't want to, but I'm gonna show you, what it's like to stall. It's kind of ugly feeling, and it's gonna happen. There's no way to really avoid you stalling, but it's gonna happen. So basically, if you were to stall, you're in first gear, clutch, and pretty much the car tries to jump forward, but you're not giving it enough gas to go, and the car shuts off. So forward to stall, if you just pop the clutch out, there you go. Car shut off, it jerks forward, and then, it's normal when you're learning, but just go start the car again. It's not a big deal. But that's stalling. That's what you want to avoid when you're driving. Obviously, you don't want to do it in traffic. You don't want to do it on hills. You don't want to, go through that. So just make sure to be very careful letting off the clutch slowly. So you got the car rolling now. You know how to, get off in first gear, how to roll without using the gas. Now you know how to use the gas and implement it together. Now the important part obviously is shifting. Shifting to me is the easiest part of driving a manual transmission car. So pretty much how it's going to work is, once you're out into first gear, you want to shift into second gear. You're going to let off the gas. You're going to push the clutch all the way in, shift into your next gear, come off the clutch, go back onto the gas, and it's going to be implemented for the same, gear from second to third, third to fourth, fifth to sixth, and onward, So pretty much, we're going to clutch in. So we're rolling in first, right? So now we're in first gear. We want to go into second. We're going to let off the gas, clutch in, second gear, off, and back onto the gas. Now we're rolling in second gear. So it's that simple. You're just going on and off, and that's going to apply for every gear. Shifting is easy once you start getting rolling. The hardest part, once again, is just getting out of first gear. When you get out of first gear, you really got to find the sweet spot. You got to find the, like I said, the bite point of the clutch. You got to, not rev it up and give it too much gas because you could do a burnout, or give it not enough gas and you'll stall. So rolling out of first gear, if you could get that mastered, you're good to go. Shifting is the easiest part when driving a manual. So I'm going to put the GoPro on my feet right now to, show you driving, and I'll talk, telling you what gears and whatever I'm going into, just to show you like it easier than me just holding and showing. So let's get into that. All right, guys, so we're gonna go on like a little drive. So just to show you the footwork. So this is first gear. So we're rolling in first. We want to go into second. We let off the gas, clutch in, second gear, off the clutch, back onto the gas. So I'm in a parking lot, so we're gonna pull out of the parking lot and just go on a little drive just to show you guys how it's done. So go back, first gear, again off the gas, clutch in, second gear, back onto the gas. Third gear, off the gas, clutch in, third, off the clutch, back onto the gas. So like I said, we're just going on a little drive just to show you guys the motion of shifting. This is second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, and it's a very fluid motion, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And as you start learning more and more and more, it's going to get easier. When you first start shifting, it's going to be, you know, probably pretty choppy. You know, the car might bog a little bit, and that's perfectly normal because you don't know the sweet spot while shifting, and that's perfectly fine. That's everybody. So once again, I'm not going to show you downshifting. I'll save that for another video, but let me turn around on this road. We'll go back the other way now. So go right back, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and it's really that simple. Once you get the whole rolling out of first part down, shifting is the easiest thing you can do. Like, there's nothing easier than shifting a car. Alright guys, I'm going to give you like an overview, like an overhead view of shifting. So let me get into first. So we're in first gear now, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and obviously don't go out into a public road if you're not, you know, fully ready to, you know, be comfortable driving and shifting. Like, obviously, like when you see people driving and doing that, they make it seem very simple, and it is simple because, you know, driving a manual is just like driving, you know, any other car, just a little more, you know, motions and stuff to it. But at the same time, you know, it's like riding a bike or like even swimming. Like, you learn it and you'll never forget it. So, you know, I'm just cruising in fourth gear now. You know, the clutch is out, driving like normal. There's really nothing to it. It's super simple, like I said, once again. And once again, you might see me downshifting. Obviously, I got to go into like lower gears, but I'm not going to show you the whole downshift yet. I'll save that for another video. But once again, look, we're in second gear. We're cruising in second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and so on. It's super easy, guys. It really is super easy. Once again, the hardest part is just getting out of first. So guys, driving a manual transmission is pretty easy. Unfortunately, it's become more of like a lost art. You know, most companies now only put out, you know, a lot of automatics. There are a couple of companies that still make a manual transmission, but people really don't ask for it anymore. People don't want to go through the hassle of driving one, you know, the perception of that is horrible in traffic and whatnot. You know, people really want to get away from it. But for the true enthusiasts, for sure, or for, you know, anybody who's just looking to learn one, just to learn one, you know, it's pretty simple. You know, once again, once you get the feel for the clutch, and once, you know, you learn how to let out the clutch right at the catch point, everything else is super easy. You know, driving, shifting through gears and all that, it just becomes a regular car. So, you know, hopefully this helped out. I mean, like I said, this was just a very basic tutorial that I just wanted to show you guys. I will make a video of more advanced techniques on, like, you know, downshifting, and hill starting is a really big one that people want to know, you know, how to properly hill start, you know, the feeding position and whatnot. So I can show that as well. Banging gears or quick shifting, you know, if people want to, you know, learn how to do that and whatnot. But hopefully this helped you guys out. Once again, like I said, I know it was pretty basic, but if anybody has any questions or whatnot, please let me know. Everybody has their own way of driving one of these, but I'm going to be having more videos coming out soon about all this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys have a good day. Thanks.